Hey, everybody, welcome to Matt Men, your source for all things professional wrestling. I'm Andrew Zarin. I'm joined by the original Empanada Mama, Rich Demboli.
Number one, I am the Empanada Mama. I make a good empanada.
You make a good empanada?
I do, but it's very rare. Like once a year, I'll make empanadas, and they come out really good. It's a painstaking process for me, because I don't want to F it up.
Yeah, I love empanadas.
Same here. Who doesn't?
Empanada Mama, they make good empanadas.
They do.
And then there's also Mama's Empanadas, not the same.
I like Mama's empanadas.
Do you?
But the one in Woodside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good.
You know where there are really good empanadas?
Where?
At Exotica.
Exotica did have some great empanadas. That is absolutely true.
You mean the performer named Empanada?
Yeah, she was great. She was great. Fantastic show. Guys, the show's all about professional wrestling and everything else we talk about, like the X-Men. Very excited for X-Men 97. I know a lot of people are upset over it.
Who cares?
Rogue's booty's gone.
Yeah, they took away Rogue's butt.
Listen, it was a little inappropriate, that butt. When you sent me that picture, I could not believe that was actually real.
Oh, yeah.
I showed it to Jess. Jess is like, that can't be real. I'm like,
it's
no,
real.
it is. It's real.
Oh, it's real.
They got a kick out of it. I'm sure they drew, and they're like, haha.
Haha. Yeah, we can get away
we got
with
one
it.
over.
It's Saturday morning. We'll get away with it.
Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
Guys, a lot to talk about today. It's Friday, TGIF. It was a very long week for me. Yesterday, I dropped some news. This is something I was teasing for weeks on end.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go into it. I told you guys, I'd be thrilled with Forbidden Door.
Yes.
I was, and you know what? Mike Johnson ruined it. I was waiting to drop this after the pay-per-view, and PW Insider posted that they will be running a pay-per-view at Arthur Ashe. And I was like, son of a gun.
Son of a bitch.
Now I gotta drop it.
Son of a bitch.
We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more. Rich, where do you want to begin?
Let's start with that.
Okay,
we got the news. AEW to run. You want to do this, or do you want me to do it?
You do it.
All right. AEW to run Forbidden Door at Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, 5 minutes from our places. As per Andrew, the actual date is yet to be determined, but it should be sometime in June. And information on Grand Slam, which is usually held there, will be revealed later.
So I had this story for a while.
Yes.
And I had heard it was going to be at Ashe. Probably like, let me backtrack. I was told that they wanted to run Ashe more. And for another time. And their window of opening for that stadium is very little. Because the USTA comes in there. It's their building.
Yep.
They got a weird lease with the city.
Yeah.
They pay like $1 for the land. It was a Dinkins project.
Yeah.
They pay $1, but they pay the taxes of like $400,000
right,
or whatever it is. It's part of the Flushing Meadow Park. So you have Arthur Ashe Stadium. You have the other stadiums. What is it?
Louis Anderson Stadium.
Louis Anderson Stadium. Little Louis. Didn't he have a cartoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Life with Louis.
Life with Louis. Louis Anderson Stadium. Louis Armstrong Stadium, and I think there's another one.
Louis Armstrong Stadium.
Yeah, it is Louis Armstrong.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the new one, right?
That's the new
the
one.
Newish one.
The newish
Okay.
one. Yeah.
What are they going to call the soccer field?
I don't know, but that's going to be another 20-something thousand.
Yeah.
It's 25,000 people.
Yeah.
So to be honest, when that's built, it's very possible AEW will run a soccer stadium here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But that's we'll see when it's built.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll see.
We'll see when it's built.
We'll see.
We'll see
Who's
what
building
happens.
it? If I was building it,
Oh, he would never pay for it.
it'd be all
It
gold.
would be perpetually like a dumping
Did
zone.
you see the Cody sneakers he put out?
I woke up to a lot of articles on my newsfeed of sneakerheads react to those sneakers.
Dude, they're pretty cool looking.
Ugh, they're probably the most uncomfortable things on the planet.
I don't know.
You're
I saw
gonna
one
get a pair.
guy.
You're gonna get a pair. I know you're gonna get a pair.
If it wasn't like Trump 45 Take Back America.
Oh.
You know what?
I was gonna say you got gold
Suckers,
boots.
I got it right here. I got it right
You got solid
Who knew
gold,
Britt
baby.
Baker was onto something here?
Have you tried those on?
No, they're too small. Yeah, I may just put them on and she kicks me. I'm like, just give me a nice super kick with this.
I wish they were a little bigger so you could just wear them when we go out.
Dude, I could order them. It's from a bootmaker.
Oh, side note.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for your super chats. If there's a question, we will address it at the end of the show when we do our questions.
I hope when they quote me here for whatever aggro distribution that goes out, they put in the fact that we're starting this off with a Trump shoe conversation.
Oh boy.
So
Always out of context.
always out of context, guys. I I had this for a while. I confirmed it with someone at Arthur Ashe that dropped, every time they run there, they tell me. And I was also told that they were going to run Louis Armstrong.
Right.
In September, which is a much better building. It's 14,000 people.
Yeah.
Good Louis Armstrong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do a very good Louis Armstrong.
Not the middle school in Corona.
No.
Not running the middle school.
No.
I got into a fight there once.
Did you really?
I did. I was playing basketball for the Armenian league, and a bunch of hooligans showed up, and they started fighting. We went to fisticuffs. It was like the 1940s. Yeah.
How old were you?
14. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. You used to play for the Armenian Militant League, right?
Yeah, the Armenian Militant. They kicked me out.
You're a pacifist.
We had a black dude on the team, and we had an Irish guy.
Both could be Armenian.
Neither were.
Both were me.
Wow.
Both were Jonathan.
They were both Jonathan.
They were both Jonathan. Both shockingly look like him. So they were going to run Louis Armstrong, and that changed recently.
Yeah.
And I spoke to someone, I started pressing about this, and they told me to go F myself, and they're not telling me anything.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, in a very fun way.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm sure I'll find out soon where they're running it. So a lot of people have asked me what date it would be. Okay. I don't have the specific date I'm an idiot. I didn't even ask.
Yeah.
Because yesterday I kind of scrambled to put this out. If I'm going to do process of elimination, they probably don't want to run when the Mets are playing.
Right.
So, or maybe they do. I don't know. But the 23rd seems like a really good date.
Well,
June 23rd.
Or they do, let's say there's a day game.
It is a day game that Sunday.
This would be amazing for us.
Dude, let's do it. Please.
Day game and then wrestling? Forget it.
Dude, it's a 140 game on that Sunday.
We would show
on the 30th.
Up so wasted to the wrestling
Bob
event.
comes too.
Oh, forget it.
Bob too.
It's going to be a week. It would be a weekend in Bernie situation.
It would be a weekend with all three of us.
Oh, yeah. We would need
flying in.
three other people to hold us up.
I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay,
Somehow.
dude, it's going to be a blast. So here's the only problem. I can't do Observer that day.
Uh-oh. I mean, you could.
I
MG
can't.
will host it.
Okay.
Because we're going to go to the event.
Right.
So how, we'll figure something
That's
out.
right.
But,
Yeah.
dude, it's going to be a blast to watch Forbidden Door 7 minutes away.
Ugh.
It's like, and we're so comfortable in that stadium.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're very comfortable.
I'm very comfortable.
We'll tell that story one day.
One day.
One day we'll tell that story about how Rich infiltrated that building.
Let's just say I blend into the shadows very well.
You know what? You did go through a Forbidden Door.
I did. I was the original Forbidden Door.
So people, I posted it. It's interesting people's reaction to this because, for me to see Okada, right? To see Ospreay,
Yes.
to see Tanahashi or Naito or whoever else is coming from there.
For Forbidden Door.
Shingo or Tsuji. I want to see Tsuji.
You want my theory?
Yeah.
This is good. I'm going to say it now.
Yeah.
And I don't care if people dump on it.
Okay, tell me.
I'll take a dump right
Just
back on
a
it.
Rich theory.
My theory for Forbidden Door this year, because I feel like they, if Okada's there, Ospreay's there, they're burning out their New Japan guys, right?
Because they're already there.
They're already there, Maybe some of the Mexicans, awesome, right? Maybe some Impact people, great, right? I think the big Forbidden Door this year is going to be Cody.
Impossible, though.
I don't think it's impossible. No wrestle, just an appearance. Hey, hi, thank you. Can't believe these guys got this far. I love my friends. See you later. Thanks. Helicopter comes, picks them up, takes them back.
That's what you want.
Takes them back to Stanford,
and they put them away in the box. I like that.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They go back to Titan Towers and you just go right into their box.
But wouldn't that be the true Forbidden Door?
It is, but that's the real Forbidden Door now. 2 years ago when the concept happened, that was a big deal. You didn't see, AEW versus New Japan.
Right.
This versus it wasn't like a concept that happened too often. Now, I mean, that really is the real Forbidden Door, but there is a WWE element to this with Matt Riddle winning the TV title for New Japan Strong and
Nick Nemeth.
Nick Nemeth.
FKA.
Zig Ziglar.
Are you freaking out? Oh, he's glitching out like Max Headroom.
These LEDs, I hear the buzzing in my head.
Are we going to throw these into the tub instead of the toasters from now on? Yeah, just dump them in there. Dump them in that hot bath we like to take.
I'm going to take a bath tonight.
Very nice, man. Luxurious.
Dude,
Oh yeah, that's right. Your stuff is up and running.
my whole house is up and running. Finally,
Beautiful. Andrew, legitimately, Andrew has one of the most beautiful master bats I've ever seen.
dude.
It's the size of a room.
It's bigger than this studio.
Yes, it is. It's
Yeah,
big.
It's bigger than the studio.
It's a big bathroom.
Yeah, we took out my walk-in closet and we converted the nursery into our walk-in closet,
Phenomenal.
and then that became the
master bath.
the Taj Mahal. It's like a Turkish bath.
Yeah, it's big. It's very
Yeah.
big.
I have some like big woman, big thick mama, just doing the leaves on us.
Oh, she's eucalyptusing you?
yeah, she's eucalyptusing us. You've gone to that, right?
Yeah, I refuse to get the leaves. Though.
I don't like that. It's too much.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, the Russian baths. I don't. It's too much. I don't want to take a schwitz.
I love schwitzing.
I like schwitzing too, but not like that.
I didn't mind it the couple of times we went. It was for like with an old job, but I don't care for being smashed with the eucalyptus while you're schwitzing.
Do you want to just announce the thing?
What thing?
The thing.
Which thing? The first thing or the
Think
second
I made
thing?
a graphic for?
I don't know if you made anything for
The thing on the second days
that other thing.
the second days of the week or
The thing on the second days of the week.
Yeah?
Do you want to do it?
Yeah, go for
Let's
it.
do it.
Oh,
Okay.
This is
I'm
very
gonna give you
exciting.
guys a little.
Very exciting news.
Okay.
Breaking news, guys.
You want breaking news sound? I got breaking.
Let's.
Jonathan's not wearing a do-rag. He's so hungover that his head's just turning black.
Oh,
There
I
you
like
go.
the breaking news. That's a
I
good
like
one.
that,
I
yeah.
like that.
Thank you.
He's wearing a do rag.
No. He's so hungover that his head's just turning a different color right now.
So let's talk about it. We are.
Okay, you can kill it now.
Yeah, you can. Thank you. We always talk about expanding what we do,
Let's do it.
and this show, Rich and I are very possessive of.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, you guys. We're gonna go into more news, but I'm feeling good today. Today is the first time we're in the studio and it feels normal.
Second time.
I know, but the first time didn't feel normal. This felt normal. We've been doing this for 12 years. This is our baby. We've had, if I told you the multitude of opportunities we have turned down with this show, you would think that we are the biggest fucking bozos on the planet. Okay? But this is our thing. We are. Listen, I don't want to get weird with this, but this is like my art, right? I see this as art.
No,
to an
totally.
extent.
Yeah.
I sit here with my best friend. We talk shit for 2 hours. We break news. We got a great crowd that participates and joins, and it's such a great community. I never want to mess that up.
Yeah.
And to my own detriment, and to Rich's detriment here, financially and with growth. However, we have other opportunities.
Yes.
And I do the show with Observer. We're Live Pal, and we do and I do Wrestling Observer Live. And we have this it's Observer adjacent, this show.
Yes.
Which I believe we'll do a second announcement. This show is going back on Observer in the coming weeks.
Yes.
But the same deal. It's essentially they're putting us on the show because we break news on there. It's the same deal.
And we pop their ratings.
And we pop the ratings there. However, we've been wanting to do something else with this. And I guess this is a good time to talk about it. We have agreed in principle to go to a very large wrestling platform to bring another version of this to them.
Yes.
It'll be a Tuesday morning show.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same show. It's going to be less loose, but it's going to allow us to have more fun with this. So that will probably be happening in the next few weeks. We got to get graphics ready. We got to get it. I need a name.
Yeah, we have a good chunk of names. But we're narrowing it down.
We're narrowing it down.
But it's gonna be us. It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same show, but different.
Yeah.
It's both of us, but also a little different. Maybe a little smoother. Maybe a little. I don't want to say more fun.
Formatted
Maybe
a
it's
little-
always fun. Maybe formatted a little different.
It's gonna be heavily formatted. So listen, we're gonna make. It's not gonna be behind a paywall.
No paywall.
But you know what? We will encourage the super chats because we're gonna have a large super chat portion of the show.
Yes.
Not behind a paywall. I don't like doing paywalls.
No.
Not my thing. So this is gonna be big. This is gonna be very good for us.
You want to tell them where we're going?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you,
All
I'm going to
right.
tell you something,
Mhm.
okay? There is nothing that will change with the way that we present ourselves.
Absolutely.
We are not going to be pulling back anything that we do.
Right.
It's just another avenue for us, and it's a different show. You know, we are the Forbidden Door.
That is true.
You know, we have... I take great pride in the fact that I have a relationship with almost everybody
That is true.
that covers this to a high level, and I get along with everybody.
Absolutely.
I don't have any beef. So we are going to WCW.
Yep.
This is our announcement. We just signed. Hold on. Can I do it? Hold on.
Oh, what is that? I think you just wrote your name. Spelled Andrew. I do that too. Rich.
Yeah.
What? So as Andrew was saying,
Give me an F. Give me an I. No.
this show is our baby, and we've held on to it like Gollum and the Ring, which is great, and we both love that, right? Because we've had so many offers, and people are like, "Oh, we'll buy you out. We'll do this. Blah 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 blah. We'll do this. We'll change it." No, this new thing is going to be just that. It's going to be a new fun thing with the same characters, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that's a good way to put
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So I'm very excited for this. This is going to be fun. Listen, I will never lead you down a bad road. Trust what I do. I will always put the audience first.
Yeah.
With my content.
Absolutely.
With what I say. I spelled fartful. That's what I spelled. It's a new channel. Guys.
It's a new channel, guys. Howard Stern's bringing back the Buttman character.
Hey, Robin. Oh, tell him, Fred. This is gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be another fun thing to do with Rich and I, and it'll be on Tuesdays. So give me a couple weeks. But it is gonna, I am working on something very cool. Also, I haven't decided if that video is going to be for this show. I think it should be. That opening.
The one oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I think that should be
This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of fun. We're already buddy with most of the people everywhere anyway. Yeah.
Listen, man, because I don't take this shit serious.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, because it's not my livelihood, and I have that blessing that it's not my livelihood.
Yeah.
I don't envy these guys that are making the money. It's a very difficult thing to be constantly correct and constantly post stuff and constantly do that.
Yeah, it's a grind.
I enjoy doing. So that's going to be something coming up in the next couple of weeks. MG's not allowed on this.
No, so, dude, that was part of the contract.
That was
Sorry,
part of the
man.
deal.
They actually said if you want to do this, you're going to have to fire him from your show. And you know what? We jumped and high-fived.
Yeah.
And we were like, finally.
We did the 90s chest bump.
Oh.
Remember that was a thing?
Straight up New York Knicks style.
New York Knicks style.
Starting lineup.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know who was my favorite Nick? Charles Oakley. He was my favorite.
Yeah? What about
Love
John
it.
Starks? John Starks is selling Kias right now. He's got that John Starks Kia commercial.
I know something about him. He did. He rubbed me the wrong
He
way.
knows something about him.
Yeah, he rubbed me the wrong way. He pulled a
Something about
move.
that guy. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So, Matt is too much toxic masculine name, said somebody. Listen, I think it's fine. It's fine, guys. Yeah. It's fine.
The new name's going to be dope, though.
Yeah, it is.
Once we figure it out, it's going to be...
Once we know what it is.
Once we know what it is, we have like a good top 5. You'll see. It's going to be dope. And then we're going to get new graphics. We're going to get new haircuts. We're going to go straight up, how like in New Japan when guys show up blonde?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to
do. I would love to do that. So that's the thing for the next couple of weeks. We'll have more info on this. But listen, Arthur Ashe Stadium, Queens, New York. We're still on this subject.
Yeah,
we haven't even moved.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a blast. They're probably gonna be running. I mean, if they're here for the pay-per-view, what venues are they running for Dynamite?
Exactly.
They could do UBS.
They could do UBS. Oh, they could do UBS for sure. That's a good venue to see wrestling in.
We have yet to go there.
Yes, but a lot of our buddies have sent us pictures of the venue, and it looks like a very cool place to see wrestling.
Yeah,
Shea Stadium. They go back in time.
I love that.
They can't run the Garden, but Terminal 5 they could do, right? They could do Hammerstein.
Too small. Hammerstein they could do.
Hammerstein they could do.
Which that's the building I want to see them run.
Yeah.
To be honest, like that's For us.
That'd
I
be a
don't
cool
know if
show.
that matters to anybody else, but that is the
Yeah.
dopest venue. I don't like the new colors of the venue when GCW ran it,
Yeah.
but it's still a tremendously
Great
cool venue to be in.
Great venue.
Yeah. What else do we have?
Apparently, WWE. AEW has also filed for a new trademark for AEW Dynasty. Do you have any idea what that could be? Could it be a supplementary show? Could it be like a little behind the scenes thing?
I do, but I can't talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But listen, I don't know I think you'll find out soon. Could be another show. Could be anything.
Could be anything.
Whatever you think it is. Could be, I don't know.
That could be our new show.
That could
on
be our
Tuesdays.
show. That could be our new show.
We sold out.
But you guys could kind of put that together and see what's going on. But I think, AEW's in a very interesting transition year.
Mhm.
They hired a writer. Tony had said he was not a fan of writers. He didn't need a writer.
Yep.
They have a writer now that's going to be helping with Mercedes. And I think she's going to be helping more with everything. I don't think it has to do with Mercedes, by the way, that name. They have a lot of moving parts, and they know the importance of this year.
Mhm.
The optics have not been so positive on AEW.
Yeah.
For numerous reasons. Some absolutely just, and some very unjust and trolly.
Absolutely.
The fact that people are saying, like, I don't want to see Forbidden Door. What's the point of this? Just, it's good matches. Why does it matter?
Yeah, exactly.
Someone's like, the name is not appropriate for it. I'm like, you think Armageddon? What did Armageddon mean? What did No Mercy mean?
What did Backlash mean?
What does Backlash mean?
No Way Out.
No way. I mean, obviously, there's a way out.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
It wasn't really a massacre. It was just a cage match.
Bash at the beach.
They weren't even on a beach. So, it's a freaking name. So,
I may have just come up with the name. Take a look at the notes.
Oh, what did you
Right
write?
under, right by. I had to write it because it blipped to me.
I don't like that word.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that, and I don't like dirt sheet.
Okay.
Don't like those words.
All right. Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Those are derogatory to you.
I find it cringy.
Okay.
Like, I find it cringy when it's used.
Okay. Next up, WWE apparently is interested in collaborating with Sylvester Stallone for WrestleMania. I read the notes this morning. I didn't QC them because there's something here that's kind of funny.
Okay.
But can you do a Sylvester Stallone impression? Perfect. That's it. Good night. We're done. We're done for the day. MG, shut it down. Shut it off. We're done. That's perfect.
By the way, this is wrong. This report is totally wrong. WrestleVotes. Was it WrestleVotes? Yeah, it was WrestleVotes. And then I piggybacked on this. I have insight on this. He was totally wrong. It's not Sly Stallone. It's Frank.
Oh.
It's Frank Stallone.
He's gonna sing America the Beautiful.
He's gonna sing America. Well, I mean, this kind of makes sense because Stallone is right now on a PR kick with his daughters.
Yeah.
My daughters. Right? That's what he says.
That's a good Stallone.
It's my father, though.
What do you mean?
Sly.
Your
It
dad,
is.
He
Sylvester
looks like
Stallone.
If that would be it. You know what I mean?
If Fred took a bunch of HGH,
He would be Sly.
Yeah.
He even talks like him a little bit. Same face. It's wild.
1,000%.
Yeah, 1,000%. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
I always say if it's my dad with better life decisions. He just made a couple bucks more. He would have been like that.
I think your dad probably made the best life decision of coming here
Yeah,
where he was.
From where he
So,
was. Yeah,
he's okay.
Listen, last fucking plane from Iran.
There you go.
Last plane before that fucking Ayatollah.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this story my entire life.
Yeah,
The fucking Ayatollah. I've heard it over and over again.
arguably
It's talking about Chris Jericho.
best decision ever.
Yeah. It's talking about Chris Jericho. So, Sly Stallone involved there in Philly. How do you not involve him?
Yeah,
How do you not involve him? That's going to be cool. They do that Rocky Open.
yeah, with everybody dressed like Rocky.
Yeah.
What team did that this past week?
What?
What team did that this past week? There was a team. There was a team that they showed up. I think it was a Pennsylvania team.
Oh, it was the Islander. It was the Penguins. It was all that. It was at the Stadium Series. It was at MetLife.
But it was a hockey.
Islanders. It was hockey. It was like the Island. I think it was the Islanders that did that. They came as all dressed.
It wasn't the Penguins.
He's dead. He died. He's dead. It's over.
Anyway, they all showed up dressed as
Rocky.
Rocky.
That's cool.
Gray sweats.
Yeah,
little,
that's cool.
little hat.
Islanders Rangers. That was the game.
Okay.
AEW has hired former WWE writer Jennifer Pepperman as vice president of content development. She's an Emmy Award winner and apparently a favorite of Mercedes Moné.
Oh, great.
Listen, they need a little bit of continuity.
Yes.
I'll be transparent. I think Will Washington has done a tremendous part in helping with that. This is just another piece to the puzzle. Listen, I'm a little biased. I'm friends with Will.
Yeah.
So, I know certain things that he does, and it's tremendously impressive considering, we both started off the same way. We were both podcasters, and he has opened the door for something pretty cool for his career, which is amazing. Yeah. I think this is just another piece to the puzzle there. They're going to make some more of these moves, by the way.
Yeah.
They need, it's not so much the talent. They have such amazing talent. They just need a little bit more organization, but that's every company. That's growing pains with every company.
Yeah, and I also think this is a good move because, like we talk about this on the show, and it's not a poo-poo on anything, but it's very much, when AEW first started, I think fans were so excited because they were like, whoa, these guys are going to be so creative. I can't wait for the storylines. And at this point, you're kind of like, maybe they need a writer or two. Just to nudge people in the right direction, to bring the best out of somebody, like the editor or like, somebody pitching an idea. And then, somebody who has the experience can say, what if you did this? What if you did that? What if you did this? Yeah.
Just building on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What else do we have? Austin Theory confronted a medium member.
That was the one. That was the one that I saw. I didn't change it.
Yeah, thank you. A medium member.
A medium. Not a large member. Not a small member. A medium member.
A medium, not large.
A member of the medium.
A medium community.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
OMG. That's why they wanted us to fire you.
Yeah, that is why. Austin Theory confronted a media member in Australia after he insulted wrestling and said that it was fake.
He was like, you mean to tell me it's real? We know it's all fake. You're not really hitting each other. And then Austin Theory went off on him.
Nice work.
Yeah.
I think obviously it was a work, but they did a good job with this.
Keep it kayfabe.
Yeah, keep it kayfabe. Yeah. I think they posted something as like a staffer named Kayfabe. Like in the notes. So they kind of did the wink and a nod there. NWA officially announced a streaming deal with CW App. This deal includes a reality show featuring Billy Corgan. Maybe we'll have Billy on to talk about this again. That kind of went everywhere, that story. They were going to be on the CW, then the app, then an NXT is now going to the CW, which I'm very curious how that show's going to do there.
Oh, yeah. I think it's going to do fine.
Yeah.
I think that's a good market for Billy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shotzi tore her ACL last week at NXT. She'll be out for about 9 months. She has had a terrible series of luck.
Oh, yeah.
Her father passed away. There was another illness in her family. Now this injury. Wish her the best. Adam Page looked to be injured during the main event on Dynamite, but it's now being reported that it's a storyline.
Interesting.
But there is more to this.
Mm-hmm.
Not my place to say it.
Right.
There's a reason why they did what they did, and when I was told that reason, I totally understood.
Yeah.
A lot of people were very conflicted on, why and how and what this means or how this happens. Mm-hmm. There's a reason why they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if they'll ever address it. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. Not my place.
Yeah, who knows?
So, and don't dig in too much to what I'm saying.
Just leave it in the wrestling ether.
Yeah. Like, I don't want people thinking negative things about Adam Page. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But there's a reason. Madison Rayne is okay after taking a nasty bump in her match with Deonna Purrazzo. That match was terrible.
Yeah, not great. But I'm glad she's okay. She posted a nice little thing on X also saying, like, thank you, I'm fine,
It was not a good match. She hasn't wrestled really in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It was not a good match.
Madison Rayne is Bubba's wife, right?
No.
Okay. Who am I thinking of?
Bubba was dating somebody. I forgot who it was.
Okay.
It's not Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne's been around for a long time. Yeah.
He dated Velvet Sky.
Velvet Sky.
Okay, there we go.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna disrespect anybody by talking about a relationship.
Yeah.
Because he's a terrifying man.
Yeah.
All right.
He chopped you once, right?
He strangled me.
Yeah, he picked you up, right?
By my neck.
Yeah.
And he just threw me like the Hulk. I went flying in Bar A. Last week's SmackDown ratings, a show featuring The Rock. By the way, what a tremendous promo.
Holy
that was.
cow.
Holy moly.
Holy
Come on,
cow.
you loved it, right?
I loved every bit of it. And I'll tell you why. That morning, we literally talked exactly about what The Rock did. Love him or hate him, when he flips that switch he connects, there's that impossible attraction to it. It's awe-inspiring, just the way he came out, the way he cut that promo, the end of SmackDown, the fact that he was wearing one of his old-timey shirts with the sleeves cut off, like $500 shirts.
Yeah.
It was great. How'd you feel about it?
Dude, that first promo that he cut when he came back and he's like, maybe I'll sit at the head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very typical Rock promo. He comes in, he cuts the same promo, and then he leaves, and that's it. This was not that.
Leaned into it.
This was, I mean, tremendous.
Yeah.
It was a different, it was over the top, but not really. It was a very different tone. It wasn't 98 Rock. I mean, obviously he was channeling 98 Rock, but it wasn't 98 Rock as far as the promos go, but it was all those elements. And he was so quick and good, and he attacked the crowd, and he did tremendous work. It got me invested in him again.
Great heel Rock.
Hollywood
heel Rock is such a great character. Very captivating. And he looks so gigantic. He's getting bigger, dude.
He's so big. His arms are so freaking big. This is a 50-something-year-old man.
Best arms in the business?
Oh, yeah. Right now, nobody looks like him.
Insane.
There is nobody in wrestling that looks like him right now, right? Who's the closest? Honestly.
Physically?
Yeah.
Probably Brian Cage.
But I mean, look at the height, though.
Well,
I'm saying that stature. Drew?
Yeah, but he's not there's just, The Rock has just an insane amount of muscles.
Anybody in the chat? Who could you guys suggest?
Because who's over 6'5"? Rock's 6'5".
Is he 6'5"?
Yeah, he's 6'5". He's a big guy. And he probably puts a little extra.
6'4", yeah.
Probably puts a little extra in the boot,
Mm-hmm.
so he gets a little bigger.
Randy Orton's big.
Right? Randy Orton's big. But there's that, Rock is probably well outside the wellness policy. He's taking those.
I mean, but listen,
taking that Black Adam
But
juice.
is he?
I think he is.
I don't think so.
Yeah?
I'm sure The Rock has a prescription to anything he's getting.
Sure. Legit. It's legit. Whatever he's doing is legit.
Am I breaking the wellness policy? Oh yeah.
Well,
tremendously.
No, we don't have a wellness policy here. We don't even have an HR department. We got MG.
Yeah, he's the HR. It's the worst.
That's why my complaints won't go through.
That's why none of your complaints are going through. Billy Gunn. You know what? Billy Gunn.
Yeah. But again, 6'4", 6'5".
Big dude, but not like Dwayne.
No.
Nobody is that size. That guy does not exist. But when he did exist, that size, put him in 1989.
Yeah.
Everybody's that big.
Yes.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
I mean, everybody was that big. Even the guys that weren't were that big.
We're big. Yeah.
By the way, TRT, the greatest thing I've ever done in my life. Every day.
You still rubbing it under your nippies?
Still rubbing it on my thighs. Every day. But there's nobody that size, and it's so impressive to see. And you know what? That adds to the difference.
It's funny because we talked about that yesterday, where what did we watch? We watched Rick Rude and Steamboat.
Oh my God, that match.
And both of us were kind of we can be body guys sometimes, but both of us were kind of Rick Rude has the perfect wrestling body.
Perfect body. Yeah.
6'5", gigantic.
Was he that tall?
Upper body business. 6'4", 6'5". I think so. I think he was that tall. A big dude, man.
6'3". Yeah.
Yeah.
Big dude.
Big guy. It's
unbelievable. Huge size.
Fascinating. It's fascinating to see somebody that gigantic on TV,
Yeah.
And I feel like obviously that's the draw of wrestling, right? One of the draws. At least with Northeastern wrestling, Oh,
someone's here.
Are you checking TikTok right now?
I was checking my door. Someone's at my door. I want to see who it was. Just by the way, that match, I went back and I watched that entire match yesterday. Holy moly.
Yeah. Great.
1992, Rick Rude, or 90, I think it might have been 93. When was that?
Did you send me this Too Cold Scorpio thing?
No.
Okay, somebody else sent me a Too Cold Scorpio thing. just like off the top of my head, just like thinking about that, I feel like that dude is him and Steamboat are probably one of the most, I don't want to say underrated, but influential to modern talent.
Yeah, you know why? They
That folks
weren't
don't really think
uniformed.
about. Yes.
The way Steamboat, first of all, was nothing. He had a very unorthodox stance. He had the way he did his moves were different. It mattered.
Very fluid.
Very fluid.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff. But I mean, dude, Dwayne came 2.55 million. I think that demo, that segment at 2.89 million. With I think that their demo was over. It was like a 125.
Wow.
They have not done a demo like that or 123. They have not done a demo like that. And I mean, I can't even remember. You would have to go back decades.
Is SmackDown in Australia tonight? Or was it pre-taped?
I think it was pre-taped.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think it was pre-taped.
And no Dwayne in Australia, right?
No Dwayne in Australia, but there are going to be surprises, apparently.
Very cool. I'm excited about that.
They're going to be surprises.
Bushwhackers. It's a no-brainer, dude.
No-brainer.
Need them bushwhackers.
As compared to the same week in 2023, the SmackDown audience was up 7.2%, while the 18 to 49 was up nearly 30 points.
Wow.
Tremendous. Raw
To answer your
highlights.
question.
Yeah. Go
To
ahead.
answer your question, yes, it is taped. It was taped after SmackDown last week.
Okay.
Great. Drew McIntyre defeated Cody Rhodes when the Bloodline interfered. This was a really good Raw.
A lot of fun. The end of that match with Solo Sikoa jabbing Cody with the thumb.
Oh, yeah.
The way they did the highlight was great.
Yeah. Really good. Dude, the production has been so good, too.
It has been.
That was it the 6-man? What was it? The 8-man tag? Where they went down the ramp?
Yes.
Holy, looked great. And did you notice? Everything was dimmed.
Yep.
It was a darker feel. Looked great.
The ladies' battle royal was fantastic, too. It was very entertaining.
Yeah. Women's Drew McIntyre defeated Cody with the Bloodline interfered. Raquel Rodriguez won the last chance battle royal. Triple H called her Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Yesterday. I wonder if they're going to go back to the name.
Might as well.
Why did they change her last name?
I don't know.
And that is such a stupid change, huh?
It really is.
What? No. We're going to go Fernandez next week.
Yeah.
They just why change it?
Just let it be.
Just let it be.
Let it be.
The women of the Elimination Chamber end up in a brawl that Nia Jax comes out to lay out everyone at the end.
Yeah. It's a good sentence.
Nia came out and laid out everybody at the end of that Elimination Chamber qualifier match.
MG, are you using some kind of like AI to write these?
Yeah, it's a Russian.
No,
AI.
it probably would be better if I did.
It's a Russian guy.
Are you plugged into like the Mir satellite right now trying to write this?
Great. Gunther defeated to retain the IC title after Jimmy Uso attacked his own brother, likely setting up a Mania match.
Jey Uso.
Jey
Uso should have been
Who
in
did
there.
who did he retain against Jey Uso?
Gunther.
Yes.
What did I say?
Nothing. It just says Gunther defeated blank.
Yeah.
I filled it in. It should be Jay.
Oh boy.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you, MG.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There
Perfect.
we go.
Thanks, Jonathan.
WrestleMania report.
Gotcha.
WWE's interested in collaborating with Sly Stallone. We discussed that. Fanatics and WWE announced WWE World for WrestleMania week in Philly. You know, Fanatics is not having a good day. Did you see those MLB uniforms?
No.
Oh, did you see it?
No,
They're
no.
terrible.
Their
Yeah.
fucking
my
pants
God.
are see-through.
Yeah.
So they switched over to
No.
Fanatics to supply all of
Wow.
it. And listen, they're probably supplying really cheap stuff.
This is not like a Costanza situation where he says switch to cotton.
It's the total opposite, dude.
It's the
Switch to
opposite.
nylon.
No, not polyester.
Polyester. Yeah.
It's the total
It's
opposite.
paper.
It's literally paper, and you can
Rich.
see that.
It's basically when you go to a shopping center and you gotta go to the bathroom and you go and they have that 1-ply toilet paper that you could just see your hand.
Oh wow.
Okay,
yeah.
you can see everything.
That's
You can see
unfortunate.
through. So all these promo photos, they have the like jerseys tucked in, and you can see the jerseys underneath.
Oh,
And
no.
one of the players was bending over. Dude, his
Oh.
balls, his like ass
Oh,
is
no.
exposed. Terrible. But Fanatics is going to be announcing WWE World at WrestleMania week in Philly.
I was gonna suggest if we're looking for stuff to put on the sides here, 2 of those giant Fanatics like life-size decals. One Shawn Michaels over here.
Oh yeah, we can do that. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels and Undertaker over here.
Yeah. Elimination Chamber. The kickoff show starts at 4 a.m. East, 1 a.m. Pacific. These are the matches. Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley defends against Nia Jax in her home country.
Great.
Elimination Chamber to determine the World Heavyweight Champion contender at WrestleMania.
Great.
Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, Bobby Lashley, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul.
That's going to be a banger.
That's going to be a banger.
Who do you think's taking that?
Drew.
Rhea wins, right? In her hometown?
Rhea has to.
Yeah. That pop, you know what? That should be the main event. The pop is going to be berserk.
It's going to be fantastic. Elimination Chamber match to determine the women's contender for the world title. Becky, Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and Raquel Rodriguez.
Who do you think takes that? Becky. I'm going to go Bianca.
You're going to go Bianca?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm going to
cool.
go Bianca. And on the men's one, I think I'm going to go Randy Orton.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
I feel like they're gonna want to recreate the that RKO.
Oh, with Seth?
Yeah.
That was a great one, dude.
Right. See,
That's the year he cashed in.
Mhm.
Very cool. Oh,
Can I-
that's something we're not talking about either. That cash-in could happen anytime.
right. Yeah, it could happen. Could it happen tomorrow?
Anytime.
Are you gonna get up and watch this? Or are you just gonna like?
I get up at 6 anyway,
Or
so
we'll watch it when we hang.
we can watch it when we hang.
Yeah.
Are we doing it tomorrow?
Yeah, Jonathan, are you down?
I'm 1,000% down.
Okay.
MG, can you take the next tugboat from Michigan here?
I'll start digging.
Well,
I'll start digging.
did you hear about the Somali pirates or the Suez Canal pirates?
Oh, please tell me.
The
Oh, that's great. I forgot to
WWE
add
couldn't
that.
get the Elimination Chamber to Australia.
Shut up.
They just got it there, so they were gonna go through boat, and they got to go through the canal,
Okay.
and they couldn't go through. Was it the Suez?
Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
Trouble in the
got-
Suez.
Stop. They got redirected because of pirates, I guess.
Redirected because of pirates, so they
Wow.
had to go to Miami. Then Miami, they had to put it on a truck, get it to California, and then ship it.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's really bananas. They only have one, too, huh? You would think they'd have 2 elimination chambers.
I think they probably
Like a
have
spare.
they have spare parts.
Yeah. Wow,
But
that's
amazing.
crazy.
They had to put it on a boat, and they couldn't go.
That's crazy.
Trouble in the Suez. Was it the Suez? I need to know.
Yeah,
this.
so I'm reading the quote
Yeah.
right now, and Michael Cole said a structure which took over a month to get here originally was supposed to ship through the Suez Canal, but pirates ended those plans. So it was sent to Miami, transported via truck to Los Angeles,
Yeah.
taken by ship to Sydney, and then a train to Perth.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's crazy.
That sounds like my commute to work.
Yeah.
I think you should womp that one.
Yeah, there you go.
Sorry.
Wrong
Too
one.
late.
There you
Forget it. We got the undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, Damian Priest and Finn Balor, defending against New Catch Republic, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
Yeah, he's back.
I think they dropped to Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate.
You think so?
Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate are from England, which is Australia adjacent. So I think the crowd will pop for them big time.
I don't know, though. I think the story might
Are
be
you just
Miz
booking-
and R-Truth getting back together at WrestleMania and beating them. That might be where they're
Yeah.
going. I don't
All
know.
right. That'd be fun.
Are you
Would-
just
would
gonna
that be
book
fun, or would that be
everyone
like a
with
throwaway?
max wins?
What
It
happened?
would be a throwaway, but I think people would pop for it. R-Truth is over right now.
Do you guys want to take over and do the show for like 2
Yeah, I
minutes?
think you guys should just
Yeah.
continue doing it.
Do the rest of the card, both of
Yeah.
you.
Go ahead, MG.
No, MJ's just going to grunt, and he's just too stumped to do it. They can't. The Matt boys can't do it.
Let's go.
No, but I
Grayson
have a
Waller
question,
effect.
Rich.
Go for it.
See, they can't even get it together. You see what I mean?
Get it fucking together, guys.
Rich, are you just booking everyone with an accent to go over on this show?
Absolutely. Doesn't matter what kind of accent.
All right. Where were we? Okay. Grayson Waller effect with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
Mhm.
Kickoff show is a women's tag team match. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, defend against Indy Hartwell and Candice
That should be a fun
LeRae.
match. Should be a fun match.
Yeah. AEW Dynamite from Wednesday. And then, guys, we're going to do our Q&A. We got to be out. I got to get on that 12:30.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got to be out of here in half an hour.
In a half hour.
Yeah, half an hour works.
Ish.
Great.
Ish.
Great.
Great.
All right. Dynamite.
FTR. Moxley Claudio. Went 20-minute time limit draw.
Great effing match.
Great, but there was a weird spot, right? What's Shatter Machine, right? That's the finish?
Where Cash took the bump and Mox didn't
and nothing
fall.
happened.
Yeah,
nothing
He
happened.
just went like this.
and then Dax went for a sharpshooter afterwards. It was a little wonky, but they went to a time limit draw. That's going to be the match at the pay-per-view. They obviously held back a little bit, but they went 20 minutes.
Listen, I don't mind the quote-unquote botches. I feel like sometimes that adds to a match, because these guys put on such a good show that they're really fighting, right? And listen, put that on the pay-per-view. I'm there for it.
Fights aren't clean.
I wish Moxley wasn't wearing sweatpants, though.
Yeah, why was he wearing sweatpants?
That's the only thing. My one gripe. I love the guy. I think he's great, but I wish he just didn't. I wear camo pants. Just wear camo pants. AEW International Champion Orange Cassidy defeated Mike Bennett with Matt Taven. Good match.
There's still supposed to be someone else in the match.
Yeah.
I forgot what was it?
Good match with both guys.
Yeah. Orange is great. I mean, he's fantastic, but is it time for him to move on to something else? And what do you move him on to,
Yeah. Him as the workhorse champion really works.
Yeah.
TNT champ, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Christian Cage makes things personal with Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia was in the ring. This match is happening at the pay-per-view at Revolution. He said he was talking about his
dead father.
His dead father, and Garcia said, you'll go 6 feet below next to him when I'm done with you, or something along those lines. All right.
Listen.
They got to rehab Garcia, but constantly losing doesn't help.
Yeah.
They put him in these big positions, but
he's pretty over.
Yeah.
I think he's more over now with the dancing thing than he was doing like the hardcore.
See, I don't like the dancing.
Like Steve Blackman thing. Why?
I like the Steve Blackman thing. I don't like the dancing.
Why not?
I don't know.
Crowd loves it.
Listen, I'm for it for certain people. I don't think it's for him.
Okay.
I like him being aggressive. He's such a good wrestler. AEW Women's Champion, Timeless Tony Storm with Luther and Mariah May defeated Sydney Winnell?
Yeah.
Winnell? All right. It was what it was.
Yeah.
Not great. After the match, her and Deanna crossed paths on the ramp. They did a cool split screen with the black and white effect.
I do like it when they do that.
Yeah. Deanna Purrazzo defeated Madison Rayne in a not-so-good match. Darby Allin Sting promo. Let's talk about this.
Fantastic.
How good was it?
They were outside of an old castle or inside a cool dark room. And Darby Allin starts the promo off. They show an old photo of like Wolfpack Sting, right?
Yeah.
With his two sons also in like the red makeup. Really, really, really cool. MG, did this do it for you?
I love this. This was great.
Dude, his promo
it was so much different.
It was so emotional.
Things he's done before.
I could tell you, a lot of people were moved backstage when that promo hit. A lot of people had not heard it.
I can imagine.
And they were very moved by it. And, what a shame. It's terrible timing. His father will not see him have his last match. His father played an instrumental part in his life.
Oh, yeah.
What an emotional promo that was.
Absolutely.
It was fantastic. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, very intense promo, very soft-spoken, very good.
Yeah.
Also, the AEW World Champion Samoa Joe, Swerve Strickland, and Brian Cage with Prince Nana defeated Hangman Page, Hook, and Rob Van Dam. I really enjoyed this match, like big time.
How much does he weigh?
Rob Van Dam weighs 4 tons.
And what are his bones made out of?
Adamantium.
There you go.
Straight up.
Yep.
Straight up adamantium bones. That guy looks like he weighs a ton. Like, he looks like he weighs as much as one of those old cartoon, like, tons.
Anvils?
The anvils?
Yeah,
just like heavy, man. Heavy.
Dude,
Such a thick boy.
He is a thick boy. But, like, he's just dense, the dude.
Dense. Somehow denser than Brian Cage.
It's unbelievable. He looks great.
Great match, yeah.
Rob looks great. He's going to be on that 420 show.
Do you think Taz gets the itch when he sees like his kids in the ring, Rob Van Dam's in the ring? Do you think he gets the itch to like try to do something?
you know what? His career was cut short.
It was.
It really was.
Yeah.
We never got to see like.
It was a neck thing, right?
I think it was his. Yeah, I think
Okay.
it was just beat. Dude, he took so many. That ECW style was unbearable.
You know, fun fact about me: growing up, Taz was my favorite wrestler.
You know what? That makes sense.
The fuck does that? fun fact about me.
Fun fact about me.
No one asked, but fun fact about me.
I also
love
thought he
Taz.
was Dominican.
Yeah.
I was shocked. When
I love you
found
too,
out.
Jonathan.
Yeah, isn't Chris Chetty his cousin?
Who, Taz?
Yeah, I think
Is he?
Chris Chetty
Yeah.
is his first cousin.
Interesting.
I thought he was a Dominican dude.
MG, what's
That's honestly what I thought.
Taz Chetty.
MG, what's a fun fact about you?
No.
Oh, we can't
Not
say
doing
that. I
that.
just muted him.
No, dump him out.
I dumped him out. We can't say that on the air anymore. That's not allowed. AEW Rampage for tonight. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson will be in action. Roderick Strong takes on Jake Hager. Private Party and Matt Seidel versus Top Flight in Action Andretti versus Penta. Commander and Brian Keith. Mariah May will be in action taking on Anna Jay, and we will hear from Sammy Guevara.
Great.
AEW Collision. Brian Danielson, Jun Akiyama.
I'm excited. Very excited about this. This is great. Danielson is living his best life right now.
Somebody
Give it to me.
Somebody reached out. He's like, I don't care for these random matches.
Oh, shut
and I
up.
go, that's all I care for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
Okay? I'm going to give you a random match that was such a fucking banger.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hero, Dick Togo
Oh, yeah.
at Evolve. Were
Yeah.
you there with me for that?
No.
I think I went with Coco.
Yeah, I think you went with Coco. I missed that one.
That
Was that at
bozo.
Laboom or was that at
Laboom.
the other one?
What a random
Mhm.
match that was a banger.
Yeah.
Banger.
Danielson Suzuki when they did that YouTube commercial
Edge,
free match. Yeah.
Edge Suzuki.
Every Suzuki. Punk
So,
and
why would you not want to see Jun Akiyama and Brian Danielson? Listen, there are different levels of watching wrestling. I love watching great wrestlers have matches with each other.
Absolutely.
Other people love watching the Rock cut a promo, and they don't give a shit about a 20-minute banger.
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
It's all wrestling.
This does it for me.
Yeah.
I get ooh.
Yeah, you get tingly.
My blue chews kick it. Ooh, well, there you go.
What was that?
Oh, I found one.
How old is that?
That's new.
Did you take it?
Uh-huh.
Like before the show?
Right before the
Oh,
show.
boy, I gotta get out of here.
Oh, it's
This
happening.
guy's like blast off.
By the way, I found the one that works.
Which one?
The other one I didn't care for.
Okay.
The one that almost killed me.
Oh yeah. You and me both, brother.
Yeah, that almost killed me. It was the end almost.
It's here. Revolution March 3rd.
Revolution March 3rd. It's
About
here.
A week and a day away.
That is a Sunday, correct?
A week and 2 days away. Yeah, it's a Sunday. Yeah. I know. Did you promise you were gonna do something? Are you doing the Hogan?
Belly hurt.
Are you doing the Hogan brother?
That's what I do to my wife. Whenever I tell her that there's a pay-per-view on a Sunday,
Oh, my tum-tum, brother.
my tum-tum hurts. That's what he said to him.
Yeah, he's oh, my tum-tum, brother. Kick me right in the tum-tum.
Listen, guys, honestly, this is such a fucked up show.
I want to know
And
why
this is
you have
what
an
we do.
aversion to the March 3rd show. Somebody asked you to do something, didn't they?
That's like my Kane thing.
like a
That's
post
like
show?
the day.
or-
That's like the day.
Yeah.
No, I'm not opposed to it. It's good.
Mhm.
That show's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Obviously, Sting is the big story here,
Mhm.
but go through the card.
It's got to be the main event, right?
Yeah.
So you have Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita.
Great.
Fantastic. Wardlow and Will Hobbs to participate in a Meat Madness match. Listen,
Okay.
I
They
think-
announced this on Wednesday.
they announced this on Wednesday, and I do think the stars are aligning to get that meat belt that I've been talking about for the last 3 months. Just where all the meat guys compete for it. Brian Cage, Miro, Wardlow.
Like you got to be over
Hobbs.
275 pounds or something.
Yeah, you got to push 300 to be eligible for that belt. Big Cass,
Dude,
Big
they
Cass
could-
could have that belt.
It would have been perfect if they got Slim Jim as a sponsor and it could have been made out of Slim Jim's the
Oh.
belt. And they just eat it as they're coming down the ramp. That's just
Stanky ass belt.
oh my god, that belt would stink.
TNT Championship, Christian Cage defends against Danny Garcia. That's going to be good. AEW Continental Crown Championship, Eddie Kingston defends against Brian Danielson.
Come on,
Sleeper hit.
this is first
Match
all,
of the night right
Listen, but look at these. Look how many match of the nights you could possibly have, right? Will Ospreay, Takeshita.
Yep.
Okay. Could be a match of the night. Could be a match of the year.
Yeah.
Okay. Christian Cage, Daniel Garcia is going to be a really good match.
Boom.
The Meat Madness is a nice it's a gimmick which people are going to be into. Eddie Kingston, Bryan Danielson, another match of the year contender, match of the night contender. Tony Storm, Deonna Purrazzo, they're going to possibly put on a great match. Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong might be the sleeper.
You know what? You're right. And listen, I love a good trios match. Not a good trios match. I like a good three-way match. Samoa Joe, Hangman, and Swerve.
If that happens. If
that
Hangman's in it,
yeah.
We don't know. He's injured. Storyline.
And
the main event.
Sting and Darby Allin versus the Young Bucks.
So, does Flair cost for the 89th time, does Flair ruin it for Sting?
Can I ask you something? I saw on my feed this morning, like Instagram, and it was Flair. There was the clip of him going into the Young Bucks office, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it's, at this point, has the dust settled, and are you in the same mindset as I am, where you're like, yeah, Flair in AEW is really bizarre.
It's really bizarre.
It's right. I'm not the only one.
Yeah,
okay.
No. I think if it was done when they initially wanted to do it,
yeah,
I believe, and I don't remember this totally, but I believe he was supposed to debut at the first Arthur Ashe show.
I thought he was supposed to be
Andrade's manager.
No, remember with the first Dynamite where Bret Hart presented the belt?
Yes, he was supposed to
present the belt, right?
He was supposed to present the belt there, but he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And then I believe he was coming to manage Andrade, but the I was going to say the Faces of Death documentary came out, but that is the Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Faces of Death. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Awful
90s stuff.
But it's bizarre. It's really bizarre, right?
Very bizarre seeing him there.
He seems so out of place.
A little bit.
Like this guy coming out of the limo and like wooing
the
and
character, okay?
Yeah.
The character Ric Flair is timeless for me.
Absolutely. 100%.
I get into it. I'm so into Dusty now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ric Flair, come out here and you'll give me a sweater. That's what he did.
TNA Flair didn't bother me.
TNA Flair didn't bother me.
Right?
No, this is a little
weird. Okay, maybe I'm not
okay, no.
Ric Flair, but we love the guy, guys. But
character. I don't know him personally.
Character.
Okay.
Character. Love the character of Ric Flair.
We got to be careful,
but not the character.
Not his character. Not.
Yeah.
Terry Bollea.
Right.
Hulk Hogan, brother, but Terry Bollea.
My tum-tum.
My tum-tum.
I took a blue chew, brother. My tum-tum.
I didn't hydrate. Let's go. New Japan, new beginning in Sapporo.
Delicious.
Sapporo's great.
Mm-hmm.
Great beer.
Yeah.
Let's go into this. Did you just only put two things on this? Yes, you did.
The two things I told him to.
Okay. All right, that's fine. Nick Nemeth, formerly Dolph Ziggler, defeated David Finlay to win the New Japan in his New Japan debut match to win the IWGP Global Championship.
I'm telling you, man, he's going to be the new leader of these guys.
You know what?
Woo.
I don't hate this as much as other people. Now, I haven't watched the match. Okay, I haven't seen it. I only saw parts of the clip, but I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to give this guy a chance. I want to see what he does. He was always a great wrestler.
Yeah.
He was in an era where wrestling was very boring in WWE, and he added a very different style because he was a little bit more reckless, and he wasn't as reserved as everybody else.
Yeah.
When everybody was the cookie cutter Miz production, and no knock at the Miz, this guy has tremendous longevity.
Oh, yeah.
I don't...
The epitome of a WWE superstar, some might say.
We don't ever knock talent.
No.
Ever.
No.
Right?
No.
We will talk if something is good or bad, but like there's no personal feelings I have for these guys. I want everybody to be as successful as possible.
There's no animosity towards anybody.
Zero. And I don't understand people that have that.
Like, you're not being like, Sheamus is a piece of shit. F him. I'm just using Sheamus as an example.
Yeah.
There's nothing like that.
No.
It's never a poo-poo on talent or anything like that. Definitely on direction sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you think, I was thinking about this morning, do you think Dolph Ziggler would have done better for himself in WWE if he was on that roster 10 years before?
Dolph 10 years before? No. I think if Dolph came in like 2016.
Yeah.
It would have been
champ 10 times over.
Well, he was a world champ, right?
Once, right?
Yeah, but would he been in a Seth Rollins position? You know what I mean? Just a little bit more. I think The Miz came in at the perfect time.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect time for him.
But he was also like molded into what he is now. Like that guy went through a lot of hazing with
a
him.
lot, way more than he has ever said.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From many, many people in that company.
That's going to be the dark side of the ring for The Miz.
Can I just say something? Okay. I have such a story. Okay.
Yeah.
About that company.
Okay.
Something I was told.
Mm-hmm.
I have such a story that one day I will talk about it. About what happened in that company when Vince was leaving and Steph left and Steph came back.
From 3 years ago?
From 3 years ago.
Oh, interesting.
It is like a movie. Okay? It is like a you can't write this.
Mm-hmm.
It was that tremendous is not the word.
Bizarre is probably the right word.
No, not it was everything you think of like corporate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it was like Succession.
Like Success. Yes. Okay. Yes. I'll talk about it when I could kind of like articulate and some of the dust settles with the Vince stuff and we kind of have a better scenario here of what happened in that time frame. But it is fascinating to me.
Put it behind $100 paywall. Madman After Dark.
Oh, we will never be invited to another event.
No, that's true.
If I said this story, we would never ever be invited.
It took us 12 years to get to every event.
And by the way, this has nothing to do with any kind of sexual misconduct or anything like that. This is just corporate, big time corporate moves.
Corporate chess playing.
Yeah. And I'm so fascinated by it. One day we'll talk about it. It is fascinating. Fascinating. You know, when that story, when Steph left, and I had posted how there were key people that were very concerned with her performance and everything like that. There's a lot. It is fascinating. Fascinating.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So Nick Nemeth, New Japan debut, IWGP Global Champion. In the show's semi-main, Matt Riddle pinned Hiroshi Tanahashi after hitting the Bo Derek to win the New Japan World TV
That's wild.
Championship.
Tana loves Matt Riddle.
So does Matt Riddle now come to AEW? Does Nick Nemeth? Is this a Forbidden Door thing?
Yes, 100%. You know it is.
I mean, this is the closest that they'll get to having WWE talent on that show.
Really? Who would be a good, before we get into the questions, who would be a good promo? Oh, you know what? Adam Cole.
On who?
On Nick Nemeth.
Oh, man. You know what? I'd want to see that.
If Adam Cole was healthy by the time Forbidden Door comes, he cuts a promo saying, like, nobody could lace up my boots, blah, 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 blah. Forbidden Door's coming out and have an opponent. And then you have Nick Nemeth showing up with that belt and being like, hey, buddy, I got something for you, bud. This is a new gimmick.
I want to see Bryan Danielson beat the shit out of Matt Riddle.
That would be great.
That's a match I want.
That'd be great, too.
Just beats the shit out of him.
I could see Riddle and Orange Cassidy Forbidden Door.
I don't know. What if it's Van Dam?
Riddle versus Van Dam?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that. Or a tag team too.
I don't know. I have no idea who's going to be on this card. I'm just excited because I'm going to be able to go.
Speculating.
Yeah. Listen, these are very cool opportunity matches.
Yep.
We'll see what happens.
Questions?
Yeah, let's do it, boys and girls. Submit your questions in the chat room. You want your answer guaranteed to be answered. You want your question guaranteed to be answered. Hit the super chat button.
Hit that super chat. We'll be answering them in the order of the super chats that were given.
Yeah.
This is from Joel Allison. Okada debuting at Revolution. Thanks, Joel.
I don't know that. I would say
Big Business.
Well, there's another show before Big Business that we're getting a new set and new graphics.
Right.
So, but does that trump Mercedes the following week?
Mercedes is set for Big Business, right?
Yeah.
So, allegedly. I also think that's going to be the return of MJF.
Well, we don't. What is he out with?
Because he's a business guy.
We know that
right?
he's hurt. He is a business guy.
He's supposed to be a business guy.
He had a torn labrum, right?
Torn.
Was it a torn labrum?
But he didn't get surgery.
Could
Or
need-
did
yeah,
he?
he was just rehabbing it.
Yeah, he could rehab.
I don't think
That's
there's a
what
lot
is
of
it?
information on that, to be honest.
6 to
with
8
you.
weeks.
Kayfabe.
I don't know.
Good. Yeah. I think MJF shows up. If not, if anything, he shows up and introduces Mercedes Moné.
I don't like him as a babyface.
Yeah,
I
mean,
Max
like career
as
heel.
such a heel.
You know.
Listen, Okada would be great. You could space stuff though. You don't need to have him at Revolution. Revolution is already going to be packed and sold out, and people are going to order it because they want to see Sting's last match. You don't want to. I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use that as the opportunity. You got to spread some stuff.
Here's how it goes: Sting and Darby win. You hear the coin drop. Okada comes out, challenges Sting for the real last match at Big Business.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I got a 45-page Okada fantasy booking book at home.
I know you do. I know you do.
This is from Paul Anthony Moss.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bad Bunny, Paul McAfee have all done well in ring, unlike old days of celebs being fairly useless. Did WWE just get lucky with these guys, or have they changed how they prep celebs for in-ring work?
They have leaned into finding celebrities that could actually wrestle.
I think Snoop Dogg was the one that tipped them off.
That freaking elbow.
Yeah.
He hit that elbow. Nice. You know what? Like,
In the bad way. Because you had Hugh Jackman delivering a dope punch to Dolph Ziggler on that Raw like a
You
million
did.
years ago.
Yeah. He had Snooki in a WrestleMania match.
It's
Maria
oh my
Menounos.
God, yeah,
Maria didn't do terrible.
Maria didn't do terrible. But I think if you're going towards listen, Logan Paul's in tremendous shape, right? Bad Bunny worked his ass off to be good in that match with the help of Damian Priest, right? That was still one of my favorite events of the last couple of years, that Puerto Rico show. And I think McAfee's he's just NFL trained, right?
He also has a ring in his
and he had a
office.
ring. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Can I make a prediction?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do we see McAfee bring out Jason and Travis Kelce at
Yes.
the at WrestleMania in Philly?
Jason, yes.
Who is he bringing?
No Travis.
Jason Kelce, the Kelce brother that plays for the Eagles.
I
Does
don't
he
know
get in the
anything
ring at
about
WrestleMania?
that. I don't give a
He
shit
might.
about football.
What's football?
What's football?
Mm.
I'd say you have a better chance with Jason and not Travis. Travis has the contract with Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
so he can't show
He's
up
a
anywhere.
Swiftie now.
What?
I think they do. They train these guys a little better, but also it's pick and choose. I think they go with the more viral people than anything.
But also
you know?
remember that weird door
Mhm.
has opened where you don't smarten up people. You know,
Yeah.
you keep this very close. Even when they had like a Snooki or whatever during that Raw celebrity thing, they just did a bit and that was it. They didn't train these guys and work these guys because the mentality was different. Now it's, yeah, dude, if you could bring more attention to the talent and to the product.
Mhm.
Damian Priest headlined, main evented
Yep.
a match against Bad Bunny, the biggest musician on the freaking planet,
Yeah.
in Puerto Rico,
Yep.
in his home country. Home state? Home country.
Home country.
Home country.
Yeah.
It is technically part of the U.S.
Sure.
Home country.
Mm-hmm.
In a once in a lifetime moment.
Mm-hmm.
He will cherish that moment forever.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny did that.
Yeah.
Damien is unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
Bad Bunny allowed that to happen. Those are great opportunities.
Mhm.
And the mentality of blocking a celebrity, they didn't pay their dues. That's all gone.
Look at Action Bronson showing up at AEW,
Bronson.
and he did a great job.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Let's see what's next here. This is from Glassdoor Gamer. Have you heard WBD's thoughts on TK hiring Pepperman? She has a lot of experience. I don't know why I said it that way.
Is that the Pepper Man?
Have you heard WBD's thoughts on TK hiring Pepperman? She has a lot of experience in creating online content. Max content synergy? Question mark.
I haven't heard anything. That's a good question. I'll follow up with that.
That is a good
That's a
question.
great question. I know that. Listen, they're very committed, and they are WBD. As far as I know, that there is a project that's not like in-ring wrestling that they're working on with AEW.
Yeah.
So, they want to be able to do more with these guys.
And they're going to sign indie darling Pepperman.
Pepperman is coming.
Let's see. This is from Paul Anthony Moss. With Ospreay, then Cole, Omega, MJF returning. Upper tier of AEW is loaded. See titles for Collision in 24, so Starks and others have a path for singles gold. Yeah. I think if they split those titles up for the different shows, you'd be in good hands.
Well, that's what they were doing with Punk. They were going to have that second title on there. Which
do you think we're going to get like another belt, like another big belt?
I don't think at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think at this point. Well, think about how many they have. They have that crown, Continental Crown. They got the All Atlantic, whatever it's called now. What International?
Yeah.
They got TV. They got the World. There's so many belts.
Yeah. Let's see. We got one from Trash Paradise King. Fantasy book 3 matches for NYC Forbidden Door. I think we did that already.
I think we did.
Orange Cassidy. What's his name? Matt Riddle. Adam Cole. Nick Nemeth. And who's going to be the third?
Danielson, Okada again.
But that's not really a Forbidden Door because Okada's going to sign with AEW more than likely, right?
I mean, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Okada versus somebody from New Japan.
Okada versus somebody from New Japan would be cool. Ospreay and Okada tag team versus somebody.
Yota Tsuji. I want to see Tsuji and somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Naito and somebody. Naito didn't do the last one, right?
No, I don't think so.
His pink eye was bad. That's why he does it, guys.
I don't know.
Probably getting a big.
What happened?
I said you're probably getting a big crossover with Mercedes too. Someone from
Stardom, maybe
a rematch with Mayu Itani.
So does my theory have no weight that you could just let the do the licensing deal with WWE and just have Edge come out as Edge and everyone just use their WWE?
He does come out as Edge.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the new Forbidden Door idea?
Dean Ambrose versus Edge.
Yeah.
Is that they just use their own names?
Door. Mm-hmm. Bryan Danielson becomes Daniel Bryan again?
Exactly.
Let's see what we got here. We got one here from Ali Khan. Predictions on AEW's media rights deal.
It's happening. I don't think it's not happening. The goal was Q1.
Mm-hmm.
Early Q2, late Q1. A lot of moving parts. It will. I can't see it not happening. Okay. Yeah. Based on, and it's not just like me thinking about this. It's based on conversations that I've had regularly with people. There isn't this fear that they're getting dropped, and the conversations on the WBD side is that they're a strategic long-term partner, and they're continuing this.
Yeah.
Can anything happen? Sure. Can something else go on? Yeah. These are very major variables. When you are in a negotiation, nobody talks.
Right.
Once that negotiation happens, the last update I have is the last update I have. That they will probably renew and they will continue on. There will probably be a media rights increase. They will most likely have a new platform for streaming. The latest piece to that story was I know that AEW is open to the idea of simulcasting their product via digital, just like how the NBA does it with Max. That is something that they will possibly do. I don't understand the urgency that people have. It's gonna happen. It's just when it happens. It's not wrestling. You're not dealing with wrestling anymore. You're dealing with major deals.
Right. These things take time.
Yeah.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
It's from Tom Bocci.
Yeah.
Who is the best wrestler who gets the most out of the least? I got 4 answers.
Oh, gimme.
Hogan.
Okay.
With his tum-tum.
Tum-tum.
John Cena.
Okay.
Classic Kane.
Okay.
Classic Undertaker.
You know who I'm going to go with? Raven.
Oh, okay.
Mick Foley.
Mick Foley's up there too, because he's self-admitted that.
Yeah. Gets the most out of the least.
Yeah. Hogan is the first one that popped into my head immediately. Every single Hogan match from the 80s was the same. And the crowd loved it.
Danielson?
I think
There's no
Danielson,
flash.
I think Danielson puts a lot into it, you know.
But there's no flash.
Yeah.
Right? He's just basic.
Mhm.
He's a basic guy.
He's a grappler.
He's a grappler. Yeah, those are all good. That's a good question.
Let's see.
I got one. Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah.
All right, sure. Brad Smith, does
Enzo.
Danielson retire without ever winning an AEW? The
I hope
AEW
not.
title? Yeah, he's got to have that belt.
He's got to have it. Yeah.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Maybe 2 more.
2 more? Do you think Rock shows up in Perth?
I don't think so. But that would be a great surprise. Dave said no, but who knows?
Okay. This is from Brian Knight. Oh, this is a good one.
That's a good name, Brian Knight.
Yeah. The Rock and $7 are producing a Ric Flair biopic. Who should play Ric Flair?
Not
Bear.
the guy that played the Bear.
Yeah.
He should play Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Definitely not the guy that played Ric Flair in Iron Claw.
No.
That guy was terrible.
But the
Or
other
Young
guy
Rock.
from Iron Claw, I can't place his name now. The guy who plays the Bear.
Jeremy
Allen
from
White.
Shameless.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White, I think would be a perfect Ric Flair.
I wonder what kind of biopic this is. Is it a serious one or is it like a comedy?
I would love it if it was a comedy biopic.
Yeah, I mean that'd be
Or
great.
like some kind of Forrest Gump
Will
situation.
Ferrell?
Oh, that'd be he already did that in
Yeah.
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
I would love that. Listen, you know what? That's what we want to see.
Yeah,
Brian, do you know when Ricky Starks' contract expires?
I don't know, but I know that there was interest in him from WWE a while back. Also, Wardlow. They had interest in Wardlow too. That was a name. Jade, obviously, which I said God knows how long ago. MJF. That probably is their big one.
Yeah,
that they would. I don't know anything beyond when I reported that they wanted him.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think Adam Page would benefit from going to WWE in a couple of years?
I'm always curious what that would have been like if AEW didn't happen and Page went there. That NXT would have been very interesting.
Yes.
By having everybody there. And that main roster would have looked very different.
Today.
Yeah. But, does Adam Page want to become, a glittery cowboy?
Honestly, like I texted you guys the other day, Shawn Michaels is the only one that could come to the ring dressed like a mirror and still look like a badass.
I mean, you know what? You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
I feel like in a couple of years, because the Page character...
He was a stripper. He was a male stripper.
The Page character is still on the up. It's not like they're finding stuff for this guy to do.
Yeah.
So I think in 2 years, landscape's going to be different. I wouldn't mind seeing him as a Rumble entrant. Get that popularity up a little bit more. Another couple of title reigns under his belt.
Yeah. I don't know. I whatever he does, he should make as much money as he can.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, you want one more and then we'll get out of here?
Let's see.
Quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. I got 2 things. One, KTLA is reported that they're working with Misher Films again for the Rick biopic. So that's the same company that helped produce the Fighting With My Family. So think along the lines of the Page movie. But I did have a question for you guys. Since we're at the start of the year, there's always something wacky that happens every year. That one year was the random wrestling match at Rolling Loud. What do you think the wacky thing is that happens this year?
Say that again?
There's a wacky thing that always happens. Remember they had Bianca and Carmella at Rolling Loud. That was just like a one-off random. Like, what do you think the weird, wacky one-off thing is this year?
That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know because I can't predict that company anymore.
Yeah. That's a good question. I think
I mean more UFC integration for sure.
Well, that was a wacky thing I think that happened on Monday.
That was great.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that, put that in the notes.
That
Conor
was
McGregor call out.
I thought that was cool, and that is I'm telling you, you're gonna see more of this. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. You're gonna see more of these guys that are reaching the end of their UFC career, and then they enter into wrestling. Listen, Chael Sonnen would have been a great person for that 10 years ago, right? There's so many of these guys. Josh Barnett, another great fighter, right? With integration there. There are so many of these variables that will play out. It's just a matter of when. Yeah. And how they do it. Matt Riddle, great story. He ended his UFC career, went right into wrestling, became a tremendous wrestler. Yeah. You're going to see more of these. Because they're going to realize that there's so much money to make. Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, Tito Ortiz in TNA.
There you go. Yeah, he was part of LAX, right?
Was he? I
Dude,
think
that,
so.
Yeah.
Who did Rey Mysterio bring out that everyone thought was Dom in the arena?
Oh, the one that
dude
died to Brock Lesnar?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the dude that was arrested. He's in jail right now.
Yeah.
I can't place the name.
Yeah.
MG, do you know?
All right. Let's
I
do
don't
one
know.
more, and then I got to get it. We really have to get out of
All
here.
right, this is from Good to Doer 627. Hey guys, loving what you do. Do you think AEW will attempt to go mainstream with a celebrity like Mike Tyson? I feel AEW is going to be hot by All In, and think they need to promote themselves bigger.
They've done it. They've had Tyson.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I think what he's trying to say is, like, do you think they should align themselves with some, like, a big celebrity to help promote whatever they're doing going towards the future? WWE has Logan Paul, right?
Yeah.
That did big numbers for them.
That did
Pat McAfee
tremendous.
brought fans, you know?
I think they're always looking to do something that makes sense.
Yeah.
If they can. Cain Velasquez.
Cain Velasquez, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Goldberg.
Yeah.
Goldberg's a big celebrity. Yeah,
Goldberg's
I
a
think you
big
need who would be a cool crossover celebrity, because I feel like that would you, if you were a big celebrity,
Yeah.
right? Would you rather appear on a WWE pay-per-view or an AEW pay-per-view?
If I'm a big celebrity, what would I want to go to?
Yeah.
WWE.
Right. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like there's just that scale of like presentation, you know, but it also depends on the guy's a fan
Yeah.
or lady or whatever, you know.
They had Shaq. They had Tyson.
They had Shaq, they had Tyson. Shaq would do everything though.
Yeah.
Shaq
They had little Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Remember?
They
With
need
Jay-
Enzo.
WWE has
Yeah.
Jelly Roll.
They had
No.
Jelly Roll. All right. That's it. We got to get out of here.
Goodbye.
I got to get out of here. Love you guys.
Later.
We'll see you all next week.
Mwah.
Have a great weekend.
How
Bye.
you